First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Denver Broncos. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll run on first down. It's Barton, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a first down throw. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Barton. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. On third down, Barton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's caught off the deflection. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Play action. It's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, Goff. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now a give right side. It's Barton. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 3.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They give it to Williams, running right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Barton. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Out of the gun, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give to Williams, running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Goff. He's going to air one out. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that's caught by Williams. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Able to get this to Patrick, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing now is Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Oh, he fakes a spike. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.